As we are here this evening, we want to come to you in the form of a press conference. What we intend to do this evening is to launch another leg of our very well-known product and our company, EDCOM. As we meet this evening with you, we have members of our board with us, and what we intend to do is to show you how EDCOM will look at this other leg and how it will be used within the Caribbean so as to strengthen the relationship and the ties that we have already established. First, we want to look at a definition of the Caribbean. Thank you. As you, through this group earlier, did similar in terms of how we can look at the Caribbean in terms of its definition. Now, as we can see here, the Caribbean can be classified in terms of geo because of its location and because of the country, the various countries and how they are located. We can also look at our history, and we share similar history within the Caribbean. We also can look at the culture. The culture is also similar, and therefore we have what we would classify as things that could make us very similar and therefore also make us unique. But as we go through, we will also look at some of the differences this evening. Now, as we can see here, the Caribbean can be classified in terms of geo because of its location and because of the country, the various countries and how they are located. We can also look at our history, and we share similar history within the Caribbean. We also can look at the culture. The culture is also similar, and therefore we have what we would classify as things that could make us very similar and therefore also make us unique. But as we go through, we will also look at some of the differences this evening. As we look at the Caribbean and as a group and as our company, we looked at some indicators that we want to use to guide our company. And some of the indicators that we looked at were indicators of health. We looked at the indicator of communication, and not just communication in terms of the infrastructure, communication in terms of the policies that exist within the various countries. We also looked at education. We looked at the per capita income of the countries. We also looked at the area of its production and the resource that exists within these countries. Now, the countries I'm referring to here, we will look at just three of them this evening. They are the Bahamas Island. We also looked at the Dominican Republic, and then we looked at Surinam. At this time, I'm going to ask Conroy to look at the similarities between these three countries.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gustav. Now, as you indicated in your presentation, that these differences and similarities are some of the indicators that will be used in EDCOM to launch our product, our major indicators that will enable us to be successful in the market. Now, the similarities among the three countries, the Bahamas, Surinam, and the Dominican Republic, the similarities are a stable governmental structure. We're talking about constitutional government and geography and a good road network. There's a business-friendly climate for local and international capital. The life expectancy in all three countries that ranges between 63 and 75 years. They were all former colony of European powers, as you all know, and they all have a diversified economy and all are politically independent. Suriname gained the independence back in 1975, the Bahamas sometime in the 60s, and the Dominican Republic, we know that that particular country would have an independence much earlier. Now, all three countries share a certain common aim as it relates to communication enablers. So those are the major similarities, and we picked out some salient ones to to launch our EDCOM project, which is a combination